is that really you, or do you just like the feeling that that person being themselves gave you? My friends. Hi, I got a PR package, so I'm gonna show you because I love you. Okay, if you don't know yet, I've shifted my focus a little bit over to TikTok because I want to post more there, see what can happen, blah, blah, blah. I've been posting more skincare beauty things. Go look at that. And it's working because I got a PR package from a Bib Skincare, Korean skincare brand. I've used their eye patches before in those videos before. I'll put them somewhere here. Used them before, love them. And they sent me just a big old box of goodies, and I did the unboxing on TikTok, but I'm gonna show you guys also here because I love you and I miss you. Let's get into it. Oh, I can take these off. I was writing before. So it seems like I got 3 different skincare lines. The first one is, I'm just gonna say the Vita skincare line. Or 2 products from it at least. I got the glutathione dark spot pad, and it has glutathione, niacinamide, and ascorbic acid. So I have the pads and the serum, which we love because I just called my dad and I was like, I just ran out of skincare, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, what to get? Then I get this box with not just 1 serum, not just 2 serum, but 3. But we'll come back to this one. The second line I got is the calming line. So I got the pads and then the serum too. And then the third line I got was the Jericho Rose line. And I realized this is the same line that I have the pads, the eye pads for already, which is great. So I have an overnight mask now, Rice Probiotics overnight mask. I have the serum and then this cream, which love a moisturizer. So, and I also love the packaging. I'll show you everything. I'll show you the packaging up close. One sec. Like, love that. Super like clean girl. Then they gave me this collagen lip mask, which love. You guys know I love anything a lippy, I'm obsessed with. So definitely gonna be using this like immediately. They also gave me the Heart Leaf Calming Trial Kit, but in here it comes with the foam cleanser as well, the calming toner, the serum, which I have the big version of, and then the moisturizing tube, which is nice. So I can try out the entire line, which is pretty awesome. And that's what I got from a Bib. So a Bib, thank you. If you haven't tried them yet, there's Korean skincare line. I love Korean skincare, so she's a happy girl. Love that. That's my skincare update. Let me put my glasses back on. Let's get serious again. Welcome back to my class. I'm actually not sure. Do I want you to see my face, or do I want you to feel the vibe, you know? Or do I go, how's that feel? You like the brown? Let's go with the brown. I actually wanted to film today because I have a series going on right now on TikTok called the Becoming the Muse series. It stemmed from me feeling like I've always been looking for a path of someone that I look up to follow or emulate, just like their kind of steps. And it's easy for people in corporate to find that type of person for them. But for a creative person who has like several different interests, it just has a very specific or particular way that they see their life going. It's hard to find someone who's done the things and taken the steps that I see for myself in the exact same way, because in the creative space, like everyone's journey and path is kind of unique. So it's hard to do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop looking outside of myself to find the inspiration and just be the inspiration myself. Hence becoming my own muse, hence my series. So that was episode 0. Episode 1 was focused on, and I'll link them so you guys can go look at them yourself and show me some love there, because I actually like what I'm doing over there. But episode 1 was pretty much figuring out what your muse looks like, what's her uniform, so that in moments where you're not feeling the most inspired within yourself, you know that you can like put on a certain thing or a certain makeup look or a certain vibe, and you get into that energy. And once you become accustomed with that energy and that vibe, it'll just become natural for you to like exude that and turn that on when you need to get into creative space, etc., etc. Go watch the TikTok. But I was filming episode 2 today, and I want to bring that here because I think it's really important to talk about. So we're gonna talk about it here. So stay and talk to me. My glasses are off again. It's fine. Episode 2, which I already filmed for TikTok, is about knowing what you like and understanding that your uniqueness and your individuality is what makes you your own muse and is what makes a muse a muse. There aren't really replicas of muses. That's not really what that is. And I feel like with a lot of these like trends and like becoming her and all these things, blah, blah, people post or like create these series on like what it means to become her, what it means to become the it girl, but they're all very much the same exact things. But you can't really do that when you're looking to become your own muse, because there's only one you. So your journey and what that looks like for you should be unique. And not saying that we don't have similar interests with other people, but I feel like because of the trends, because of social media, and because of we're always seeing people look cool doing certain things, we just kind of like hop onto those same things, not really considering if it's something that we actually care about, if it's something that we actually like, if it's something that actually feels like us. I feel like it's so easy to see someone doing something, saying something, wearing something, creating something, and being like, oh my God, that's so me. And then just trying to like emulate exactly that. But it's like, is that really you? Or do you just like the feeling that that person kind of being themselves gave you? Do you like how cool they looked and you just want to kind of be perceived in that same way, so you're picking up that same thing? I feel like there's a difference, and I feel like we're not really acknowledging that difference. And it's just honestly like a bunch of clones walking around and creating the same exact things and doing the same exact things. And I'm not exempt of hopping on certain trends or things like that, but I know that my uniqueness and my individuality still shows in the way that I present myself, the way that I speak, the way that I emote, the way that I create in general. And I feel like I'm able to do that because I know the things that I like. Like I know me. I really hate working out. I've always hated working out. I hate gyms. I hate anything that feels like a workout. So I'm not gonna go into the gym and start filming me working out with weights and making that type of content when I know that I actually hate that, and I hate sweating, and I hate overexertion. Like I hate it all. What I prefer and what I know that I like is workouts that don't feel like a workout. So like I really enjoyed pole dancing because it felt like a dance class. I'm down for a long walk, which I'm getting more into. My friend Tiana, she actually like inspired me to do that more often. Love that. You guys saw I did a walk with Veronica. Like honestly, it's been a long time since we did that. We should do that again. We were just talking about that, but it's been too hot in the city. It's been like 100 degrees. Anyways, long walks are more my vibe. Dancing are more my vibe. Like things that are active and like get you moving, get the heart pumping, but don't feel like a workout, because I don't want to do that. I know myself, so I'm not going to do it just because the world's telling me that I have to go lift a million weights and do 20 million squats. I don't really care for that, you know? And because I know myself enough, I don't feel any shame in saying that. I'm fine with not wanting to do those things just because everyone else is doing those things. So that's what I mean. Knowing what you like and what you want to do and incorporating that into your lifestyle in a way that makes you feel the same way that seeing someone else be authentically themselves feel. Does that make sense? It makes sense. I personally have always been super like inspired and drawn to people who are unapologetically, weirdly, beautifully, authentically themselves, and they have no shame or feel no embarrassment or worry about how being them in their entirety, how it's being perceived. They don't care about that because they're just being who they are. And it's crazy, not crazy, but it's interesting because I know growing up, I've always been drawn to those people, but at the same time, they made me really uncomfortable. Like I felt like I was fearing how they're being perceived on their behalf, and they did not care less about how they were being perceived, but it always made me so uncomfortable. I'm like, oh my God, what if someone's judging you? Like, what if someone's looking at you sideways? But that's not a thought that's ever been in their mind, because they're just being themselves. And it wasn't until I went to therapy that I was able to unpack that, and I realized that in my people-pleasing space, in my fear of judgment, in my fear of abandonment, all those things, I was so conditioned to not rock the boat and not rub people the wrong way that I dimmed myself to become the most palatable to people. But in order to become, I feel like, your most authentic self, you have to accept the fact that you are not everyone's cup of tea, that you're not going to be digestible and acceptable and embraced by every single person, because everyone's not for you. And that's okay, because the people who are for you are going to be there. They're going to receive you with open arms, going to love that you're vibrantly yourself. And in the same way that I was drawn to those people, it's because I knew, like in my core, I wanted to be able to exude that same type of freedom that they were able to so easily at such a younger age, and I wasn't able to yet. So I made it a point now that I'm older to do the work that I need to do to get to that point. And I feel like I'm at that point, and I'm continuing to become more fully myself so that I can continue to embrace and embody the fullness and wholeness of my authenticity freely. It's funny because I was just talking to my sister about this. She was saying Amaya from Love Island, she thinks she's cool, she likes her, but she feels like she's sometimes like too much. And we saw that she had a really hard time in the villa because she was herself, and it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but she never stopped being herself to appease them, like not once. And it was funny when my sister said that she didn't like she did too much, blah, blah, blah. And a big part of Amaya's too muchness was that she's too sensitive. She's very emotional, she cries a lot. And if anyone knows my sister, she cries all the time. She's low-key very similar to Amaya in that vein. I told her that, I was like, it's interesting that you don't really like that she's like that, but you cry just as much. She was like, ah. And I was like, I'm just saying, like, there's similarities, and it seems to bother you that she's doing it, but you do the same thing. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like sometimes the traits that people have that could bother you or rub you the wrong way, sometimes it's because those are the same traits that you have been shamed for doing. And so you feel like because you were forced to not do that, that shouldn't be doing it either. You're kind of like projecting that onto them. So that's something to think about, consider, because that's something that I really notice with myself as well. So yeah, before you pick up that new hobby or start that new habit, buy that new item, like think for a second first and think, am I doing this because it made that person look cool, or am I doing it because I actually care about it and I want to? And I feel like it resonates and aligns with me. Think about that first. And I feel like that's what will keep you in alignment with your muse energy. So that's my for the day. I'm actually gonna make lunch right now, then go edit. But I want to show you what Veronica got me, because she got me a really cute gift when she went to Milan. So pause. And this is actually a perfect example of what I'm talking about, because if I wasn't confident and comfortable expressing and sharing things that I like genuinely for myself, like, she wouldn't have thought to give me this. She knows I'm really into F1. She knows I'm with Ferrari now because really I'm with Lewis Hamilton forever. And she knows that. And so when she was in Milan, she went to the Ferrari store and she got me this really cute Ferrari keychain, love, and she got it for me in this specific color because the Ferrari red is obviously this shade of red, and the box is really cute too. I'll show you. Like, that's the Ferrari red. But because I'm vocal and honest in things that I like and things that I don't like, she knows that this is not my favorite shade of red, but she knows that this, like, garnet, deep, rich, just this shade of red is like my I just love the shade of red so much. Like, I think it's so sexy, and I just love this color because I've expressed that outwardly and I've expressed my interest in F1 so openly, even though most of my life, like, that's not really their thing. She knew that enough to then go and get me something that would only make me super excited. Like, I was so fucking happy to get this, and I was like she knows me. You know what I mean? She knows me because I'm embodying who I am authentically, so she would know to get me this. This is so uniquely me. Like, how cute. Love. Learn yourself, learn what you like, embrace yourself, and let people see and love you for that. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. And yes, we're back on YouTube. We're back. We're back. I missed you too. Okay, talk to you later.